See, what is the AND function does? AND function is going to check with multiple logical conditions and gives you one logical output. Suppose I want to check whether the student has passed in all the subjects. So with the user if, I can check with only one condition, and if the condition is true, I want to return something. If it is not true, I want to return something. We use a if. Okay, but I want to check, okay, multiple condition. In that case, we have this logical and or. So what is and does? And returns true if based on multiple logical conditions. So that means it takes multiple logical condition. If all the logical condition is true, it returns true. If any one logical condition is false, the whole output is going to be false. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll just use this particular AND function. So AND function goes like this. So when you look into this particular AND function, what it does, it takes multiple logical conditions. My first logical condition is I want to check whether the first subject, whether he scored above 40. So I say passing marks is above 40. Fine. I can use the second subject. So I say second subject, whether he scored greater than or equal to 40. I can check, okay, multiple condition. The third subject, whether that is greater than or equal to 40. The fourth subject, whether that is also greater than or equal to 40. They say fifth subject, whether that is also greater than or equal to 40. So now I've given 5 subjects. I'm expecting all the 5 subjects should be above 40. If you score above 40 in all the 5 subjects, so and it's going to return a logical output as true or false. If it's all the conditions are satisfied, it says true. If not, it says false. So it is returning false because this is not above 40. This also is not above 40. So if I say this is above 40, but still you can see there is one subject which is scored less than 40. You can see if everything is above 40, it returns true. If any one of the value is even 39.99, okay, which is less than 40, it returns false.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is how your if condition works. So that means if condition takes multiple logical condition and returns one logical output, either true or false. Fine. So now, if condition will just return a logical output, either true or false. But I say no, if he has passed in all the subjects, okay, then I want to give him the grading. Okay, so that means he has passed in all the subjects and average is above 80, and then I want to say you are passed in a distinction. Okay. But at the same time, he has passed in all the subjects, and if the average is just falling above 60, I want to say it's first class. I just want to do. So that means what I have done here is I'm just checking the average, but I want to check with the average. I also want to check the individual subject marks also. So in that case, what will I do? So checking the individual subject, I use this and, take this. I just say is equal to if. Since I want to return something, I'm using a if. What is my logical test here? I need to check multiple conditions. I'll use the and. Okay. So I'm checking that. Okay. They have what to say. English should be above 40. The computer marks should be, all the subject-wise marks should be above 40. And also the average should be also greater than or equal to 80. The subject marks should be above 40 and the mark should be, average should be above 80. Okay, if all this satisfies, you can see this is one block of, there is multiple logical condition. Based on the output of this, I want to return something. That means if he has passed in all the subject and the average is above 80, then what is that I want to say? Distinction, comma, value if true. When I say value if true, they can see this was in the place of logical test, I've given all this. Okay, in the place of value if true, I will give the next parameter here. So that means if every subject is passed and above, average is above 80, then what is that I want to say? I want to say you're passed in the distinction, or I can say it as A grade. Cool? Comma. If any one of the subject he fails or average is not above 80, so then condition becomes false. Now you can see we are coming to value if false. We are coming to the value if false. Now if it is false, what is that you want to do? So I need to check another if condition. So where I'll check whether he has passed in all the subjects and average is greater than or equal to 60. He has passed in all the subjects and the average is more than 60. That means you can see value if true. What is that I want to say? I say he is passed in B grade. Comma, value if false. That means, yeah, he is not passed in B grade also. Then what will I do? Again, I'll check a if condition. If first I will check whether he has passed in all the subjects and the average should be greater than or equal to 50. I say if it is above, okay, if all this has been satisfied, okay, closing the and then going to the value if true. Okay, so I'll just say you're passed in C grade. If it is not even above 50, let me check whether it is passed in all the subject, and average also is just above 40. Okay, so again I use a if. I need to check whether it is passed in all the subjects, and average is this particular thing B9, whether it is greater than or equal to 40. Yeah, it's passed in all the subjects and the average is not more than 50. Okay, in that case, it is going to be just passed. That is going to be D grade, I guess. Okay, comma. If nothing of that means yes, not scored above 80, 60, 40. Okay, that means either you fail with any one of the subject or might be the average is going below 40. Okay, so in that case, I just want to say it as
yeah.
Okay, so we have closed 4 brackets. We end up with the closing 4 brackets, and you can see that my Excel has done automatically.
Okay.
So here it is checking each and individual subject, and then it is giving me the result. So now what happens is, if I say he scored everything good, but he has failed in one subject, we can see the whole. Even though the average is more than 80, instead of telling us A grade, it says fail. Just because he has failed in one of the subjects. So he passes. So he says A grade.
Yeah.
Says B grade. C grade. D grade.
Yeah.
Okay.